At this point, I'm just done because I can't do it anymore. Aquaman 2 was not it. Aquaman 2 was bad. All these new superhero movies are bad. Like I'm telling you, that movie was a struggle. It was like a massacre in that theater. I looked to the left, two homies slumped, gone. They ain't a daze. Look to my right, bro's not even there. He went out to his car. Me and my brother are in there trying to survive and finish this movie, and I was just so disappointed. Aquaman 2 was very forgettable. Very forgettable. Like, the only character's name I remember is Aquaman. That's it. That's how forgettable it was. They tried to go with the whole, okay, I'm gonna go get my brother. Now we're gonna be buddy, two brothers on a journey together to save the day. But it just doesn't work. I mean, throughout this whole movie, there was one scene, one like 5-second part I thought was funny, and that's when Thor's brother ate the roach. Besides that, nothing else was good. It just felt so generic and basic, like we've seen it 1,000 times. That's just how it felt. Like, oh, the ancient whatever is sealed away and all these creatures, you know, sealed away, and now they're getting unleashed and you gotta stop it before it gets you. We've seen this already. At this point, it's just copy and paste, you know, put a new face in there and some new names, but you know, we've seen it. It's boring. Like, this movie wasn't good. I just had to say it. And the Flash is my favorite superhero, and his movie was not my favorite at all. I feel like they are ruining these great heroes, and like they can have so many great storylines. Like the comic books, even like for Marvel and DC, the comic books are amazing. They have so many great stories, but instead they choose to go the safe route. Why? And at this point, you can't say because of money, because a lot of these new movies aren't making as much money as the old movies. Marvel TV shows are just getting horrible. Did you see Invasion? That did horrible. And the Marvels was way better than I expected, so I give them that, but still it didn't do well. Blue Beetle, like they completely ruined Blue Beetle because they want to make it non-canon, but the character canon. That makes no sense. It's just a lot of, like, at this point, I don't really care. I just watched the movie because I wanted to see Aquaman. I thought, all right, I'm going to give them a chance and we're going to see what they can do with it, because a lot of other superhero movies and shows disappointed me. We're going to give them another chance. And I gave you guys like 10,000 chances, and yeah, the movie just wasn't good. So in this movie, Aquaman is struggling with being king. You know, he really doesn't want to do it. The only reason he's taking on that role is so he can protect, you know, the surface world. That's pretty much it. And Black Manta is back and he wants revenge on Aquaman. So he goes on this whole journey looking for something to power up his suit, and he stumbles upon a dark trident, which basically is connected to some ancient dude who created it, and he was basically destroying the world. So Black Manta is basically getting not controlled but manipulated so he can free this ancient dude. You know, this is all Atlantis stuff. And he's doing it because he's also getting power from it. So of course you're going to listen to the guy who's giving you power, right? And basically all his actions are changing the climate of the world. It's getting super hot, super cold. The weather is weird and crazy. And Aquaman needs help, which leads him to go get his brother and break him out of prison. And I'm not going to lie, like these guys as brothers, I mean, they don't really mesh well. And I know they didn't grow up together or whatever, but you know, we'll deal with it. Alright, so they basically go together and try to figure out how they can stop Black Manta. They're getting whooped this entire movie, I'm not gonna lie, like they're really disrespecting Aquaman. But Black Manta needs royal blood so he can break the seal and free this ancient Atlanteus dude. So he kidnaps Aquaman's son. Also, by the way, Aquaman's son has powers now, so I guess that's something. But you know, it's not really much. All it is everybody getting together, fighting Black Manta and this ancient army that's slowly being unleashed and melted out of ice, and they all fight each other. And of course, we already know what happens. Black Manta's beat and defeated, whatever. And then, in the lamest way possible, the ancient dude is actually freed for like 2 seconds, and Aquaman throws his trident and kills him. I mean, okay, like I cared. I was just trying to get out the movie theater. And I'm not trying to just be like, I'm just being honest. Like, I paid for this movie. I want my refund. I'm not getting those $10 back. But really, like, it wasn't, that's pretty much it. It didn't do anything for the DC universe. It didn't help build anything. I don't feel like there was any good character development. You could say the development of Aquaman's brother, but like, nobody cares about him. I don't think there's a single person that cares about their relationship and his development. There was no character development, nothing for the DC universe. And I'm just being honest, I didn't like the movie at all. So hopefully they can do better in the next movie. I don't know, but these superhero movies recently, they just don't hit the same. It's kind of sad though. But the best thing about this movie was probably Amber Turd. I'm sorry.